Welcome to all. You are seeing two different curves on the xy plane. One is here and another one is here. The question is, which of these can be a graph of a function? Either this one or this one. How can we find? We have a tool to find that. The tool is vertical line test. Here the same graph, the same curves are there with the vertical lines. The vertical line x which is equal to a, which intersect the given curve at one point only. We may move this vertical line anywhere in the xy plane. It must intersect the curve at one point only. Therefore, this curve can be a function, or this curve can be a graph of a function. Now move to the next curve. Here also a vertical line at x which is equal to a, but the vertical line intersect the given curve at two different points, which means that for the input of the function x which is equal to a, it will produce two different outputs, but it is not allowed here because for the function each input is associated with the unique output. We may understand this in another way. Suppose that the curve may represent the distance of a moving particle from the fixed point. The time may be given by x-axis and the distance may be given by y-axis. The vertical line at x which is equal to a intersect the curve at two different places, which means that the moving particle is in two different places at the same time. Is it possible? Absolutely not. Therefore, this curve cannot be a graph of a function. Okay, fine. Now move to the vertical line test. The vertical line test says a curve in the xy plane is a graph of a function of x if and only if no vertical line intersects the curve more than once. Now see the two different curves. One is parabola and another one is circle, which are already familiar with us. These two curves may fail the vertical line tests, but the question is, it can be a graph of a function or not. Okay, fine. First discuss about the first curve. It is already familiar with us. It is a parabola, open rightward, vertex at the origin. Therefore, the equation of parabola is given by y square which is equal to 4ax. We may take square root on both sides. We have y which is equal to square root of plus or minus square root of 4ax, which implies that y which is equal to square root of 4ax and y which is equal to minus square root of 4ax. Here y which is equal to square root of 4ax is represent the upper half of the parabola. In the same way, the y which is equal to minus square root of 4ax may represent the lower half of the parabola. Therefore, this curve is not a graph of single function. It is a combination of two functions. In the same way, the circle is also a combination of two functions. One is given by y which is equal to square root of a square minus x square, which is upper half of the circle, and another one is y which is equal to minus square root of a square minus x square, which is lower half of the circle. Okay, fine, thank you.